Is it time to buy or sell American Capital Agency stock? In this video, we will explore American Capital Agency in detail. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 19th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more in-depth analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analyses for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 12th of August, 2025, our system has ranked American Capital Agency as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.25. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time. The stock has experienced a gain of 5.39%. This results in an average return of 0.19% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a strong upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases are anticipated. The present 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 10.48% over the upcoming 3 months, with expected returns ranging between 8.31% and 16.67%. In terms of a longer perspective, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of negative 4.9%. Our calculations indicate that the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 24.82% and negative 1.29% over the next year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price somewhere between $7.50 and $9.84. Our latest daily update for American Capital Agency brings an important headline: stronger technical forecast for American Capital Agency stock price after Friday trading. The stock price of American Capital Agency fell by 1.29% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 19th of September, 2025, declining from $10.10 to $9.97. During that trading day, the stock experienced a fluctuation of 1.91%, ranging from a low of $9.94 to a high of $10.13. The price has decreased in 7 of the last 10 days, resulting in an overall drop of 3.86% during this period. Notably, trading volume increased on the last day by 17 million shares, despite the falling prices. This could indicate an early warning sign, suggesting that the risk may slightly increase in the coming days. In total, 31 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $304,400,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest recorded price of the stock was $10.67, while the lowest was $7.85. Currently, the price is 6.56% or 70 cents below the 52-week high, and 54.56% or $11.97 below the all-time high reached on July 5, 2017, when the price peaked at $21.94. AGNC Investment, the second largest home financing real estate investment trust with a market capitalization exceeding $9 billion, remains a focal point for income investors. On September 18th, shares traded at approximately $10.10, experiencing a slight decline of about 1% amidst broader market strength. The common stock continues to offer an ultra-high dividend yield of around 14% paid monthly. Additionally, the firm has priced an 8.75% Series H perpetual preferred stock, indicated by the tickers AGNCZ and AGNNL, slightly above par. This strategic move bolsters capital and provides another enticing high-yield opportunity for income buyers. Recent discussions on Wall Street have led to a positive shift in analyst sentiment, enhancing short-term demand. In the near term, these developments may support the equity as yield-seeking investors pursue income. However, volatility is expected to remain elevated. AGNC's mortgage-backed security portfolio is particularly sensitive to Federal Reserve actions, interest rates, and prepayment trends, meaning that shifts in rates can swiftly influence book value and dividends. Over the long term, the sustainability of dividends and overall returns will depend on the direction of interest rates, the effectiveness of hedging strategies, levels of leverage, and the behavior of credit spreads. Favorable interest rate cuts and improved spreads could enhance value and payouts, while rising rates or widening spreads might exert pressure on earnings and share prices. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 3rd of September, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned AGNC a neutral rating with a hold recommendation. On Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 2025, Wells Fargo issued an overweight rating for AGNC, also with a hold recommendation. On Tuesday, the 22nd of October, 2024, Piper Sandler rated AGNC as overweight, recommending a hold. On Friday, the 20th of September, 2024, Piper Sandler again rated AGNC as overweight with a hold action. On the same Friday, the 20th of September, 2024, Wells Fargo upgraded AGNC to an overweight rating with a corresponding upgrade action. Analysts have assigned American Capital Agency stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. In terms of return on investment, the analysts also provide a sell rating for this stock. The following signals have been identified for American Capital Agency. The American Capital Agency stock currently shows a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a contrasting buy signal from the long-term average. Given that the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average, there is an overall buy signal for the stock, indicating a positive outlook. Should the stock continue to rise, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $10.14. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support near $9.84 based on the long-term average. A breakthrough above the short-term average would trigger a buy signal, while a drop below the long-term average would signal a sell. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also been generated, which could impact short-term developments. A sell signal was recorded from a pivot top point on Friday, September 5, 2025, and since then, the stock has declined by 3.86%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Notably, trading volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday, serving as a potential early warning sign. Therefore, it is advisable to monitor the stock more closely. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence. Buy signal. Pivots. Sell signal recorded 11 days ago. Bollinger Bands. Buy signal noted 9 days ago. Short-term moving average. Sell signal identified 8 days ago. Long-term moving average. Sell signal observed 30 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we can see short moving average. Sell signal issued 2 days ago. Long-term moving average. Buy signal reported 44 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages. Buy signal recorded 46 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for American Capital Agency. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $9.42 and $9.28. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as a break below this level may lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, American Capital Agency finds support just below today's level at $9.42. If this is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $9.28 and $9.20. This stock typically trades at a healthy volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is considered to be low. Over the last day, the stock moved $1.90, which is a change of 1.91% between its highest and lowest points. For the past week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 1.43%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for American Capital Agency, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on October 20th, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 38 cents. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for American Capital Agency. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for American Capital Agency is at $10.20. If you do not currently own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could be a consideration for swing trading. On the downside, American Capital Agency faces its first support level at $9.42. If this support level holds, it may present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for American Capital Agency from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 8th of August, 2025, Bell Bernice conducted an insider sale of 31,500 shares of common stock. On the 28th of July, 2025, Fisk John D. conducted an insider sale of 20,278 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. On the 25th of July, 2025, Mullings Paul E. conducted an insider sale of 11,000 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. On the 6th of May, 2025, Blank Donna conducted an insider sale of 17,218 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. On the 2nd of May, 2025, Mullings Paul E. conducted an insider sale of 13,500 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that insider power is positive, with a ratio of 12.155. In total, insiders purchased 2,894,577 shares and sold 2,433,300 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $9.61, reflecting a decline of 3.59%. This stock experiences low daily fluctuations, which translates to a lower risk for investors. Additionally, there is a sell signal indicated by a pivot top that was observed 10 days ago. Is American Capital Agency stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with a generally positive trend, suggest that now might be an opportune moment to consider purchasing this stock. We believe there is a reasonable chance for American Capital Agency stock to perform well in the near term. Our analysis has been updated from a hold to a buy recommendation since our previous evaluation. By examining the volatility and trading patterns from the last trading day, we have determined that the current price appears to be undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 22nd of September, we anticipate that American Capital Agency will open higher by approximately 4.3 cents, starting at $10.01. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you agree to accept responsibility for your own investment choices. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We encourage you to comment below and share your insights. What is your target for this stock? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.